I would say that yes. I suggest to try Flutter to everyone, regardless your background. I think the learning curve is quite flat for anyone without coding experience, much programming experience. I think that the language is similar to other client languages like Java, Kotlin, Swift, or JavaScript. So, it can be something that everyone can learn. And also Flutter, it's also like it's straightforward. It's like the learning curve is really flat, and people can start using it very early, and way easier than native mobile app development, I would say. It was very difficult for me to learn Android compared to Flutter. Yeah, and why Flutter? I'd say that it's kind of easy to learn for everyone, regardless your background. That's something that we discovered by running a study group in Berlin, where we had people that were working as iOS developers, web, Android, designers, everyone. And everyone was able to follow the course with us and build applications. So I think it's one of the benefits. So Flutter uses Dart programming language, and this programming language is very similar to other big languages that probably most of developers are familiar with. So I think it's kind of easy for everyone to just learn a new language. Once you know how one programming language works, you can easily learn another one. And it happens with Flutter, with Dart, the same way. And so you code with Flutter, and you code with Dart. And Flutter is the SDK, the UI, all the widgets, the framework that you are using to build that around. My favorite one was the hot reload, which is basically when you are coding some UI, it automatically deploys, like you see the changes automatically on your emulator, on your device. You don't have to wait. It will only ship the changes that you've made. And that's very different from native development, like native mobile development, where when you do a tiny change, UI change, you have to compile it, and it will build, and then it will deploy, and that will take minutes. With Flutter and this hot reload feature, it's almost instantly. That was my favorite one. And I would say that also animations also in native development, mobile development, was something that I will not do, I didn't want to do because it was very difficult, many frameworks and many ways of doing it, many APIs, difficult to do. And with Flutter, with all the widgets they have, and it's very easy. And you can build beautiful things. So I'd say that's something also I really like. First, I would say right now, Flutter for web is not production ready, so I will not suggest to build a web application with Flutter. I think the use case here would be you have a code base that could be running in different kind of platforms like iOS, on Android, and you could also have a website. It depends on the need you have. I probably will not build a web application directly with Flutter. Maybe soon, if they say that it's production ready, and there are many things that that didn't work before that is working now, then maybe I would say yes. I would say that something that helps a lot is anonymizing proposals, anonymizing information that you are receiving. Like when you anonymize the CVs you are receiving, you don't have the names, you don't have the pictures, so you evaluate everyone the same way. And the same applies to conferences. You receive proposals and you rate those proposals based on some requirements that you have, but always trying to avoid those biases that you might have, like could be any kind of bias that you are not aware of. So I think that one of the things that worked really well, at least also for me and for my team at work, was anonymizing the hiring process. So I would say that this could help bringing everyone feeling more wanting to apply to a conference. Like, I'm not gonna be evaluated by my name because no one knows me, so I don't want to apply because they won't choose me. But if they know that it's gonna be anonymous, they will feel like, you know, they could send it and try their best, and good luck.